Bridget's Cannabis Corner. I'm so glad you made it today. Today is Patient Stories Day, and we are live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So make sure you check out my Instagram, Buttercup Biddy. Check out my YouTube channel, Bridget's Cannabis Corner. We do patient stories on Wednesdays. We do strain reviews on Thursdays. And we have High Day Friday every other Friday. So not this Friday, but next. So thank you guys so much for checking in. I'm just going to bounce into my account here so I can see some of the comments here.
Plus you're going to share the information.
I don't have that.
That's all taken care of. Never mind.
Share it for me.
You guys do it.
I'm just going to give shout outs to the Ganji lovers, Montana Ganji lovers, the Canna Nuns, Ganji Revolution, Canna Crusaders, Canna Vets Made in America, Vet Meds Matter, the Dab Station. Check out my friend Gemini and Token with Todd. Check out Mr. Nice Guy Glass. Thank you, Starbuds, for this wonderful life-saving medicine. So I'm gonna just check in with you guys here on Facebook here. I can see it. Oh, Bridget's in YouTube. Hi, Bridget. Love you, sister. We got Carrie in Instagram. Hi, honey. Thanks for joining me. We got our sister New York in Instagram.
Yeah.
Carrie says, I literally am almost done with Captain Crunch peanut butter treats with canna butter. Yum, Carrie. Ooh, we would like to be eating some of those right about now, especially him. So let's see, our brother Steve Greer is in the house. Hi, Steve. Thanks for joining us. In Facebook, we've got, hey, what's up, Jonathan King? Hi, Tanya. H-I-G-H. Love you, girl. Our brother Jason's in the house. We got both Jasons in the house. Let's see here. Oh, Lisa's in Facebook, too.
What?
Hi, New
How is
York.
that even possible? I'm just kidding.
John Umstead is in the house. Hi, brother. Thanks for joining us. So happy to see you, Brooke. Thank you. Pin your Instagram and YouTube names. Yes, I am. I think Sharon will be in shortly, and she usually posts my links. So she's usually spot on. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Let's hope.
So just to reiterate, since it was mentioned, thank you, Lori, because I always forget to talk about myself here. So Instagram, Buttercup Biddy, B-I-D-D-Y. YouTube is Bridget's Cannabis Corner. We've got quite a few videos uploaded there. Not quite 20, I don't think, but we're working on it. So yeah, Bridget Ward on Facebook. All of our groups. This is all of our groups.
Everybody.
The whole everybody. Still blacked out. Ah, darn it. Can everybody see me on Facebook okay? Give me some thumbs up and comment if everything looks okay.
Yeah.
Early's in the house, you guys. Patty's in the house. Hi, Patty. We love you. And you look gorgeous in your video the other day, by the way. You said you look like hell. No, you always look beautiful, Patty.
Oh, looks like Sharon's on the move.
Okay, Sharon is on it. See, I told you. Yep. Detroit, Michigan in the house, medicating right now. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, I mean, make sure you hydrate before you medicate. You'll get a better high. My friend Daniel taught me that.
Barb over here, quickly. A quick little note. She said, hi, Bridget.
Oh, hi, Barb. I wish.
Yeah, they only pop up for a second.
Bear with me. I'm sure there's a way that you can see that it'll stay up, but
it literally shows up and then goes. I mean, as quick as it comes in, it's gone. So.
Okay, thank you, Sharon.
Yep, like I said, Sharon's on it.
Athens, Alabama is in the house. Hi, Jonathan. Thanks for joining us today. I kind of wish I was in Alabama. It's freezing here in Montana. I'm totally over winter at this point. But So let's go ahead and smoke some weed. We've got a really awesome story for you guys today. I don't know if you guys saw my story earlier. We interviewed Dr. Mark Ibsen, and we were lucky enough to have a patient that was coming in to get a renewal.
Yep.
And she was happy to be on screen and be in the interview. I mean, people are just so amazing in this industry. So make sure you check that out. I know the beginning part of the video, the sound is not there. Something's messed up with the sound, so we're gonna try and get it transcripted. I don't know.
We'll figure out a way to at least.
But we will be doing another interview with Dr. Mark too, and hopefully some more patient interviews with them too.
That sounds exciting. I think that's on the horizon.
Mm-hmm. I've been semi-invited to help with First Friday here in Missoula in February. With Alternative Wellness, I do a lot of work with those guys and a lot of patients. They are absolutely amazing people. They hold clinics for our patients to see medical marijuana doctors to get their cards. So just love them. I love Alternative Wellness, Tara, Pam. They're awesome to work with. So our first live in February might be First Friday. So that'll be really fun. But let's go ahead and smoke some weed here. I'm going to smoke some Banner, some Bruce Banner. I want to know what you guys are smoking on. Leave it in the comments. In all of these three.
I'll try to keep an eye on these two that kind of either are small or they're just hard to, they pop in and out.
Lori's in Instagram. Hi, honey. Loved your live, by the way. You're totally right. We should not have to explain ourselves for having been born with medical conditions. People get wiped out really easy, especially with MS, and you rock, girl. You got everything going on. Just so you know, we've all got your back, sister, and keep fighting the good fight. So of course I lost my lighter. Yes,
there?
please.
Okay.
Thank you. My cabana boy. So, tell me what you guys are smoking tonight. I'm smoking Bruce Banner. He's going to be probably smoking green crack out of his vape. This is not my most favorite bong. Bong, 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 bong. But, it is really fun. It's a really smooth hit, so... And it's clean. Who doesn't like a clean bong? 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 No, I'm not high already. Or am I? We're about to get high.
I think there was whispering going on in here, and every time I hear some whispering, there's some kind of a plot.
No plot.
Not tonight.
That's only on High Day Friday.
That's right. It's only on High Day Friday.
So this hit is for the patient that tracked me down and sent me this story. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm honored to tell your story, and this one's for you, who will remain unnamed. This person we're going to keep confidential.
Anonymous.
Yep.
We offer that to everybody.
To everybody.
If you want to share your story, we'll keep it anonymous.
Yep.
If you want your name in it, put your name in it.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, we keep it anonymous, and that's that.
Yeah, it works well. And all right, cheers.
Each and every one of you. Much love.
Little harsher than I anticipated.
With
That's
the
okay.
banner?
Yeah. We've got the window cracked, so if I start getting the sweats, oh well.
Yeah, we got it covered. We'll have it covered from that point forward. So, anyway, so on to the. Are we ready to?
Yeah, we're
kick
ready.
Right
Let's
in?
do it. Let's
Let me
just kick
try to
right
get.
in.
It's we're having a seat battle here.
Here, let me move my
Now it's the back. Never mind. Not
bumper chair.
Not a big deal. Not a big. I keep sliding this over, and it magically keeps sliding
I know.
back.
I'm just.
I know.
My OCD.
That way I can flip the page and. Anyways, on to this very important patient story. So, again, Bridget was saying sent to us. Somebody tracked her down and sent the story in. So, we love telling these stories. We love getting the word out. Encouragement, I think, is a lot of it for me. Anyways, I feel encouraged when I look at these. When I read these, I feel great about it. So I'm sure that's it's good to get your story out, but it's also helpful to other people. So we appreciate it is where I'm going with that.
Absolutely. I think for me, it's a huge inspiration just to hear people's stories, just keeps me motivated to keep fighting for the right for everybody to access cannabis. It's absolutely ridiculous that this safe alternative is listed as a Schedule 1 drug. It just blows my mind. So the more we talk about it, the more we share with people, the more stories that we share that tells the truth about what cannabis is doing for people. It is not hurting people's lives. It is giving people hope and the will to survive. So these stories are a perfect example of the will to survive and what we can overcome.
Yep, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what I was stating, and you stated it much more elegantly than I do. So anyways.
This is flirting with me.
Okay, guilty. Now back to the seriousness of the story.
I'll smoke. You talk.
I think there was enough in the room a moment ago to get a little feel over
I
it.
didn't blow low and
No,
linger.
I know. Okay. Sorry to mess up your OCD. But I need some room. I'm a big guy. I started cannabis when I was 10 years old just because of the DARE program that was in the 4th grade, all because they said that it would make you feel like you're floating on the clouds and make you laugh so hard, or make you laugh so that days afterwards, my best friend and I found a guy, bought a joint from them, and smoked it. And that left us stuck on the stairs for 3 hours laughing nonstop.
That's my favorite
I've been
part
there.
too, is to get the giggles. That's my, he has been there.
Recently. As of today, possibly. Anyways, so it goes on then. Well, then I kept spending my lunch money on it for 2 years, and on my 13th birthday, my seizures started back up due to the high fever, convulsions when they were a baby, and it scarred the frontal lobes so that when it started growing into the mature brain, for a teenager, they started giving me grand mal seizures due to these scars and the heat and the stress when I get too much of them. So basically, had seizure disorder, then it must have come back in early teenage years and caused some major problems. I mean, to have that kind of stuff and not to, say anything like, hey, I know what you're feeling or anything, but we've had a couple of our kids when they were young had those spiking fevers that caused some seizures and stuff, and that by itself is scary enough.
Yeah.
But then to have it ongoing, I can't imagine what that would be like. But what button? Sorry, we saw one of those little.
Sharon said, "What button?" On
Or somebody
YouTube.
said,
I
"What
saw.
button?" Maybe somebody was asking Sharon what button, because I think it's the like and subscribe on the YouTube thing. If you like and subscribe it, then you get a notification. So anyways, so had first one of these grand mal seizures on their 13th birthday, and while their mom was doing dishes, and they were sitting in a rocking recliner, and was a heavier kid then, and she had to get me out of it and lay me on the ground so I wouldn't choke on my tongue. So it says, so she's kind of slammed me right on my right side of my neck, and on accident slamming on the side of the neck. And even since then, neck and back have been disaligned.
Well, think about it. If your child starts seizing and convulsing, you're going to do whatever you can to act really quick to make sure that they're not choking on their own tongue, especially if your child has had seizures. You're going to kind of know the routine on what to do if my child goes into a seizure. And so having to just quick grab your kid and get them into the right position, I mean, people can be easily hurt. We're trying to we're trying to help our child, and in turn sometimes things can happen.
Well, no, it's that, that portion of the brain that just has you react, the fight or flight.
Yeah,
or
your
whatever.
fight or flight.
And you immediately go into action mode, or you take off from the situation, right? So obviously going into action mode at times can cause I mean, you can come in a little too hot.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So then she said after waking me up that she wanted me to come try something, and it was cannabis. And she didn't know that I'd already been smoking it for 2 years, but I decided to tell her since she was not going to yell at or punish me for it. Then, since that time forward, then they've been smoking together and became best friends. Not that we weren't already, because we were only 17 years apart. I always love that, kind of like 16, 17 years apart. Obviously, a lot of times might have been a situation where mom was young. I mean, I'm
I
just
was a
thinking of
young mother with Samantha.
Yeah.
We're only barely 16 years apart, so
Yeah.
I've been with her longer than I've been with anybody in my life.
Anybody. Yep.
Yeah.
So, so I guess he trying to say here, what they're getting at is that when I became 16 is when I went to the cannabis medical doctor and signed me up for a medical cannabis card. And I was going to be able to start learning how to grow my own meds for myself and her because of her asthma. So after that year, I started learning how to grow organically with my brother from another mother, my best friend, and found out that we could go to a medical dispensary in Spokane, Washington. So I started doing that, and they tried to tell me that CBD may help seizures more. I tried it, and it seemed that it made mine worse, but flower or dabs made it better. So I could not do CBD, I told them. I had to stick with flower and actual oil. So they helped me for a couple of years until most of them got raided in Washington, and I stuck with my own and growing for my own while living with their buddy. For a couple of years in cannabis this whole time, my pain relief in my muscles, in my body, like my back, legs, and neck, when I was tensed up and seized, it also relieved a lot of my stress that I was going into seizures constantly. Now it's only 4 to 5 times a month, or 4 times a month. Why did I add a 5 in there? That's silly of me. Sorry, 4 times a month. Cannabis helps me by not only it helps me not having to take so many seizure pills, which I can't stand to do because I can't digest the pills easily. They taste nasty. They tear up my body too much, and I'd rather be stoned on cannabis all day long than these stupid pills.
Amen to that. Can I get a hallelujah? Amen to that. I mean, and I know a lot of you guys can totally understand and empathize with this, because a lot of us are like that. We're tired of taking these pills. Eventually, I mean, at some point in our lives, a lot of us, especially chronic pain, epilepsy patients, we're going to need to be on heavier medication. And we like to live our lives. We like to live in the moment and be in a fog-free zone. Does that make sense?
Well, no, I totally, I'm feeling exactly what you're saying, because, I mean, let's say you start by taking a few pain pills, right? Then all of a sudden you get to 20 for a reason. And literally you probably will be in enough pain sometime in your life where, I mean, you might need them, but it would be better if you had to take them, to only have to take the 1 or 2, let's say, versus, hey, I've been taking them for 20 years. I take 20 a day. Now I'm going to have to take 25. I mean, just imagine what that's doing to the inside of your body. I mean,
but people like me who suffer from chronic pain, it's just a common prescription to write opiates, to write muscle relaxers, to just fill people full of pills. So we put trust and faith in our physicians, because they are educated and they're the ones that are supposed to know and guide us and care for our health. And I think a lot of times physicians are not being allowed the tools to share information with patients, such as cannabis, that can help. With and for this patient in particular, and all epilepsy patients, you guys, they don't just go into convulsions and that's it. They feel something. They feel off a little while before, it seems like, most of them, and during. Think about your entire body, all of your muscles just seizing up. Your brain is being scrambled. Your whole body is tense, and you have no control over what's going on. So there's the after effects from that too. So afterwards, think about if you've ever, I don't know, went and played a sport that you've never played, and you try and get up the next day, or you work out, you overwork yourself out doing a workout or whatever. You feel that for the next couple days. Same with epileptics. They're not just treating the epilepsy, they're treating all these other multiple symptoms and problems that come with it.
Either caused directly by it or from it, let's say, because you can only imagine, I mean, the muscle pain alone, I mean, the fear, like you were saying, during, or after, when you're like, where the heck am I? I mean, I don't know, because I don't have epilepsy, I don't know how that works, but it would seem very frightful. And then, the after effect, I mean, I could just not, I can't imagine. That's one of those I could say, hey, I kind of know what a heart attack feels like, because I think I've been close a few times, right? I think, but epilepsy, I mean, I just can't imagine.
Yeah,
it would be tough.
This is a really good example of how cannabis can and how cannabis can heal and save people's lives. I work with a lot of epileptics. Most of my people are epileptic, and so I love to hear such a serious medical condition that is being helped with cannabis, not just treating the condition itself, but cannabis is useful in helping to treat the symptoms and side effects of your condition as well, and can help take some of that anxiety away and help release some of that tension in your body and in your muscles, and allow you to sleep through a full night. Not to mention the fact that some epileptics, excuse me, cotton mouth.
Drink time.
Some epileptics develop agoraphobia, which is the fear of leaving your home, because they're afraid of having a seizure in public and what people's reaction is going to be. And so there's so many little things that come with such a major disease like this. I think this story proves that cannabis can help treat people in a much safer way than pharmaceuticals. These people, a lot of these people are still going to need pharmaceuticals, but they should be allowed the option to choose to treat the side effects of the instead of opiates or benzos or...
Well, even so, like, I remember I was put on a prescription, this would have been probably, I don't know, 16 years ago, let's say, that it gave me heartburn or indigestion, so then I had to take a Nexium, so I had to take Nexium, and I don't even remember what this, if it was, it might have even just been an antibiotic, I don't know what it was, right? I don't remember what the medication was, but I had to take another medication in order to cover up the side effect of the one medication, and then, I mean, it just seems silly.
Which then
like
caused
earlier I
you
said,
insomnia.
Right.
Well,
and then they put me on
the
something for sleeping, and
high blood pressure, or...
Right, it was like all around. Just to finish this story up, yucky all the way around. But cannabis has been a miracle for my pain and everything else to do with my seizures, so keep it around for me. Please and thank you. I've made it for 19 years. Let's make many, many, many more smoking years. Thanks for sharing the story. So, and again, I said,
And this is, I just want to go back to this here. For 19 years, let's make many, many more. Instead of this patient being held up in bed, afraid to leave their house, scared when their next seizure is going to be coming on, they're saying, and they want to die. They don't want to live. Every moment for them is frustrating. Cannabis has helped this patient want to live. Okay? Want to live many, many, many more years. Mic drop. There you have it. So, yeah, this was a great story, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, totally awesome. Like I said, it's probably something that, I mean, I'm sure we all could use a little more education on, to be honest, because like I said, it's not one of those things that maybe you can have a lot of, empathy, true empathy for. You can sympathize with the person that's dealing with this, but regardless, cannabis is helping this person want to live many, many more years. So, amen to that.
And that's one of the best things I think about cannabis is that it will give you a new lease on life. It will give you the passion and hope to live another day. So if it doesn't get rid of your condition, which cannabis is not going to cure every condition, but if it does not cure your condition, it can help you live a much better quality of life.
Yeah, quality of life itself is going to be worth a lot in it just itself. I mean, I look back at, just people that we've lost recently, right? And wish the thought of cannabis had come across maybe a little earlier. I think it would have had a lot more ability to heal. Yeah. And if not, make end of life much more bearable. So that people aren't suffering. I mean, that's... People
are suffering, and people aren't being given this information. So our mothers, our fathers, our grandmas, our grandpas, and our children are suffering and dying terrible, painful, miserable deaths. We should be allowed to give them this medicine, to give them a better quality of life, whether that be a better quality beginning of life or end of life. It should be the patient's choice.
Yep, totally.
I know for my mom, her last few weeks were much more comfortable because of cannabis. Her PTSD completely disappeared. She was no longer scared anymore. And all she would talk about was how scared she was. So after she started cannabis, I never heard her talk about another nightmare or how afraid she was that this was going to happen or how afraid she was to die. And so I'm glad that we're in a time and day right now, and I'm in Montana where it's medical. So I'm very grateful that I was able to offer my mom a better quality end of life.
Yep.
So let's check in with you guys. I'm starting to get cotton mouth again here.
Pretty dry sounding over here. I was just going to hint around about getting a drink. But
Sister Bridget's in the house in Facebook.
Yeah.
She says chronic pain sucks. Good. Amen to that, sister. Our brother Patrick's in the house.
Hey, Patrick.
Our sister Brenda is in the house. Let's see what's going on in Instagram here. We got to get really close.
Yeah, it's because it's on a tiny little phone, right? And it's tiny little writing. Tiny little writing. I mean, there's not much we can do about it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe eventually there will be something, but...
our sister LaShawn's in the house.
Hey, LaShawn.
My sister. We love you.
Are you backpedaling, or are you just trying to catch up?
Well, I'm kind of...
It's hard to backpedal.
Yeah, it's hard to backpedal because it'll... Yeah.
Anyways.
Hi, Kurt.
Hey, Kurt. How's it going? Hello to the two people that we don't know who's on, but we know who's on, possibly. Hopefully we'll work out the bugs on YouTube with that and eventually figure out this Instagram stuff a little better.
Yep. We'll work through it. We'll work through it. Chrissy Smith is in the house. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Oh, Denise is in the house.
Denise.
Hi. We love you. So I want to make sure that you guys share this. Share this with everybody you can. Even if you can't share this on your public page, share this with the people that you think would be open to this. People that are sick. We want people to know that there are choices out there. They can use cannabis in conjunction with Western medicine. They can use cannabis alone. And it is a healing plant. It's killing my daughter's brain tumor. It's keeping me off of pain medication from a broken back and keeping me from having another back surgery. I'm still supposed to have hardware removed, but
she's fighting it.
I feel pretty good with the cannabis, so I'm just going to keep roll it till the wheels fall off. Isn't that what they say, guys?
It's grinding and squealing. Oh.
Buttercup Biddy, Biddy on Instagram, sister Lisa. Buttercup Biddy. And Derek says, "What's up, Jason?"
Hey, Derek.
I don't know. Maybe he's talking to Jason Rowney.
I don't know. I'm gonna say hi to him anyways.
Oh, Sue Carlton's in the house. Hi, honey.
Hi, Sue.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're part of the reason we do this. Yep. Share this with everybody you possibly can. Looks like, and comment. We encourage you guys to make friends. This is not just a following group or whatever.
Oh.
We're a family, so please make friends. We all are very nice. You'd be surprised what we all have in common. We're just normal, everyday people that smoke weed. I mean, there's really, we don't go off and go crazy. We just have fun. We get the giggles. We get the munchies. Well, we go a little crazy.
Here's
but
also something I'd like to say is even the chatting I love, and maybe you hit on this already, and I just was lost in your discussion, but the
camaraderie.
The cross-talking. It's like, hey, hey, Patrick, and Patrick's coming back. Hey, did you do it? And then Jason, it's like everybody's chatting with each other.
Melissa says patient-friendly group.
Freaking love it. That's all I'm trying to get at. I love it.
Yep. Absolutely. And we love to see you guys conversate, and a lot of people have made some really great friends through these networks, you guys. So let's take advantage of these networks and meet people and get together and spread love, light, and cannabis and healing.
And so, I mean, I love to see it. I love the sharing. I love all that stuff. Again, we've met some wonderful people. You guys are meeting people. We're all in this together. At the end of the day, we are like a big family. A big family that never knew each other until more recently, right? But it seems like we've all been together for a very long time. So totally awesome. Totally love it. I saw Anna a minute ago say hi. So
and Chris just sent me a message. It's not letting me watch. So I gotta message him really quick. Try and click back in.
It's like Dilemma City. We're just trying to say hi to you guys for a little bit,
Yeah, I mean, we're not the new age techies. Like,
give me a hammer and some wood and something, I can build something real good.
Yep.
But when it comes to these devices, might as well call them devices.
I don't know why they call them smartphones.
Yeah, because it's like you have to it makes you either dumber or you have to use so much extra brain power just to run them.
Got a hole in my lip. At least I'm hydrated.
Okay, so what's in this here then?
So that's some Bruce Banner, and there's probably just enough for you there.
Just want to give a little puff shout out to the story today. Love it. I didn't want to do it in the beginning because...
Is anybody else having problems on Facebook right now watching this?
Who else? Speak up.
I'm still getting comments.
Still getting comments about something.
your history file in your cookies. That will get rid of all the bad shit, Kurt says. Okay, so
All right, well,
can you guys hear? Can you guys hear? Having any problem?
I can't hear you. No, I'm just kidding.
Hi out there, Warren.
I got kicked off once, Kayla said.
You know, I got dinged for a post that I made just letting everybody know about the Tangy cookie strain review. But I've never been in trouble
It
for
said
smoking.
it was against
I've been in
Facebook's
trouble for playing music.
regulation. Against Facebook standards or something, it said. And we're like, Facebook standards to announce that there's an upcoming show? Yeah, but we've been in trouble for music, right? And we try our best to...
Tommy can hear.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Tommy.
Maybe it's just sporadic. I don't know.
All right, well, let's chat up with these guys for a second. Did you have a smoke?
I did.
All right.
And it was fantastic.
I'm going to throw a little bit more in here.
You better toss a little. It was starting to fire down into the bowl.
Okay, perfect.
So.
Yeah, so I'll just drop a little more in here. Have another little smoke and a pancake. A smoke and a pancake.
So if we haven't stressed this enough, we absolutely love telling patient stories.
Yes, absolutely.
So feel free to reach out, send them. Like I said, we'll keep them as anonymous as possible.
Yep, we'll get
as much as you'd want. We will keep your anonymity. Okay?
We would love to tell your story. We think it's important for people to access these stories and information because that's what's going to break the stigma that this is the devil's lettuce and it's harmful and there is no medicinal purposes for it, which we all know is total bullshit. So let's just face the facts that it is a healing plant. Okay? Cheers to that.
And I think education, I will say this a billion times, education is the important factor here. Because 10 years ago, I would have been the one saying still, that's horse crap. There's nothing good about marijuana. There's nothing, come on now. You just want to be able to smoke. You're making a ruckus, right? I'm telling you, that was me 10 years ago. And now it's like, I've got my card. And I can tell. It's really healing. It's gonna help out a lot.
Yep, absolutely.
So
just like it's helped many of you.
It's helped.
So
it's helping. So, anyways, education, sharing this, share this with whomever.
Share this.
Even if you're sitting at a private little table, okay, and you're just like, hey, check this out. You got an earbud, right? To one of your girlfriends or your whatever, your homies, whatever, you're sitting there. Like, throw the earbud in, right? You want to keep it because you didn't want to share it because you don't know how Uncle Jim will do with this news, right? Right. Anyway, so you're sitting there and you're just like out grabbing a pancake or something, right?
Smoking a pancake.
And you can share it that way. You can share it that way, folks. It doesn't have to be shared on Facebook. It doesn't have to be shared here. It can be shared like person to person. It can be email. You could say, hey, listen to this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or have them check it out at their leisure.
If you know somebody with a medical condition, Google up their condition and put in cannabis, and you'll come up with a lot of good information. I know it's stressful to have to sift through all of that information. That's partly why I do this, is I figured I'm already doing a bunch of research for my daughter, so I may as well be passing along what else I come across here. So that's kind of what got me doing this. So yeah.
Anyways, I saw some pop and stuff, so I figured we better check back in.
Tommy says I'm funny. Thank you.
She is hilarious.
I try. Usually I'm just funny looking.
Just a band of funny looking characters.
Yeah, that's us. All right, guys. Well, make sure you guys join us tomorrow night for our strain review. Well, we were going to do Dragonberry, but I think we're going to revisit that because we just sold the last of our Dragonberry, so it might be Granddaddy Purse.
We forgot to purchase it. That was our plan.
Yeah.
Fail.
but that's okay because it went to a patient that loves it.
Okay.
So it's going to good use. So check us out tomorrow.
What time is it?
5:30.
Yeah, Mountain Standard.
Let's do 5:30 Mountain Standard.
Yeah.
That's right, because Token with Todd is on at 4:20. So yeah, I would say check out my friend Gemini. He blows glass.
Fantastic.
I know they have been pulling his videos, so make
Which
sure
makes
you
no
click
sense.
in and get notifications for when he goes live, because it's like a little chunk of gold in a big huge rock. You never know when you're gonna find it, something like that. So what else do I need to remember? We'll have another patient story.
Patient story
Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
Yep.
High Day Friday will be not this Friday, the following Friday. So nothing this Friday.
Yeah.
So,
So
anyways.
thank you guys for
Yeah.
joining us, and thank you to the patient who allowed us to tell this story. It is so important, and you are going to help save so many lives with just your story. So many lives are going to be saved just by listening to this and hearing your story. So thank you so much. Thank you to all the viewers on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you, Jason, for co-hosting with me.
Allowing me in your presence.
Thank you to the life-saving folks at Starbuds for growing this beautiful medicine we get to smoke.
Yep.
And until next time, peace, love, and cannabis.